Welcome to Beyond the Shadows, where we journey into the eerie and the unexplained. My name is Ray, and with me is Grim. Each week, we delve into the darkest corners of the paranormal, exploring haunted locations, mysterious phenomena, and chilling tales from the beyond.
Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, our goal is to bring you to face with the unknown. From ghostly apparitions and poltergeist activities to cryptids and urban legends, we cover it all.
So turn off the lights, settle in, and prepare yourself for a journey beyond the shadows. The truth is out there, and together we will uncover it, one haunting tale at a time.
Now let's dive into tonight's episode and discover what awaits us in the realm of the unknown. Guys, Grim Cellhound here. The contents of this video do not. We're here just for talking about it to give you guys knowledge for it, but we do not recommend you do this in your own home or anywhere that you visit. Back to the episode. It is believed that the Midnight Game was once an old pagan ritual used as a punishment for those who dared to disobey the gods, or at least that's how it's usually positioned. The claim is dibulous and likely an indication that this particular game originated as creepypasta. The oldest version of it I've been able to find on the internet dates back to August of 2010. For whatever it's worth, still though, it's become a popular activity for thrill seekers, largely because it's easily performed in your own home with minimal supplies. Do not play this game under no circumstances.
We are talking about the Midnight Man game, also known as the Midnight Game.
It is fucking horrible. Do not play this game.
You're essentially letting an entity into your home to play a game with them. And it's not going to go how you want it to go. So just don't do it.
No.
Thank you. That was my TED Talk. Welcome. Okay, players. You need at least one person. The requirements: one candle, a lighter or book of matches, a piece of paper, a writing implement, a pin sterilized, a wooden door closed, and salt.
Begin to prior midnight. Write your full name, first, middle, and last, on the piece of paper with your writing implement. Prick your finger with a pen and squeeze until a drop of blood appears. Dot the blood on the paper and allow it to soak in. Turn off every light in your home. Place the piece of paper with your name and blood on it in front of the door, in front of the closed wooden door. Light a candle using the matches or lighter and place it on top of the paper. If you're using a taper, make sure it is placed in a candle holder. Knock on the door 22 times. The final knock must occur precisely when the clock chimes at 12 a.m. Open the door, then blow out the candle and close the door. Relight your candle immediately.
Okay, so you've done the beginning steps. This is what happens next. Keeping your candle in your hand and your salt and matches or lighter close by, begin to move about your home. Should your candle go out, you must relight it within the next 10 seconds. If you are successful, continue moving about your house. Do not stop moving until 3:33 a.m. If you are unsuccessful in relighting the candle, immediately surround yourself with a circle of salt. Remain inside the circle until 3:33 a.m.
Why would anyone do this?
The fact that it's like, do it. If you don't do it, protect yourself because shit's about to go sideways. Like, I don't like that. This
And
is already games you should not fucking play. Ah.
the ending at 3:33 a.m. It is safe to stop moving or step outside your circle of salt. You may also turn on the lights. The game is over. So,
Okay.
for 3.5 hours, pretty much, you have to continue moving around your house. You're basically playing chicken with whatever this entity is and just running around, playing cat and mouse, not chicken, cat and
Yeah.
mouse with whatever this entity is. If you stop moving, or if you don't get your circle of salt and your or anything else like that, what happens? Like,
Well, let me tell you because I have some other notes. Okay. So the midnight game must be played with more than one player. I love how that just completely ignored the first thing that it said. Um, oh, it may be played, not must be played, may be played. Sorry. In this instance, all players are principals. As such, each player must perform the invitation individually. So if you are in the home, hi, welcome. You're a part of the game that I've decided to play tonight because no one is safe. So welcome. Put your fingerprint on this piece of paper. The invitation welcomes an entity known as the Midnight Man inside of your home. The goal of this game is to avoid meeting the Midnight Man in the dark. Continually moving about your home will make it more difficult for him to find you. Should you stop moving at any point, he will catch you. Accounts differ as to what befalls players caught by the Midnight Man. Some claim he will induce a hallucination of your worst fear until the end of the game. Others claim he will remove your organs one by one. Both outcomes should be avoided at all costs.
yeah.
Okay, indications that the Midnight Man is near include, but are not limited to, the following: sudden drops of temperature, the sound of a soft whisper that has no discernible source, the appearance of a humanoid figure within the darkness, the candle going out. Should you experience any of these first three occurrences, leave the area immediately. Should you experience the fourth occurrence, follow the previously given instructions. Ari relighting the candle within 10 seconds will keep the Midnight Man temporarily at bay. Should you fail to perform, do the salt circle. Do not fail if you do not fail to do either. There are no known methods to abort the game. At 3:33 a.m., the Midnight Man will leave your home. After he has left, you may safely end the game. Would you like to get into the do nots of this game?
Do not turn any lights on during this game. Do not use a flashlight during the game. Do not go to sleep during the game. Do not use a lighter instead of a candle during the game. Use a Do not use a person's blood other than your own during this game. Do not attempt to leave your home during the game. Do not attempt to provoke the Midnight Man during the game. Do not just play the game.
It's a very important one.
And most importantly, do not assume that the Midnight Man has left your home for good at the conclusion of the game.
I have watched videos of people who have played this game. Um, and they immediately were like, "Okay, the game's over, everything's good." And they had the worst paranormal experiences in their house weeks after.
So you're inviting a entity to play a game in your home and then expecting, oh, it's 3:33, you gotta go. It's time for me to go to bed. You need to leave. No, it might not leave.
No.
You don't know what you're inviting into your house.
Once again, the games that we talk about in this video, we're talking about it for like learning purposes and discussion purposes, because they are based off of like old pagan rituals. But please do not try these.
It's not worth it. They are not worth trying. And if you know someone saying, "Hey, I want to play this game," tell them no, don't do it. Try to talk them out of it because it can end very badly. this is the biggest reason why we're doing this for you guys, because knowledge is power.
Yeah, there's I can't remember what it's called. Um, but there's one game you can play. Um, and you're essentially like, okay, you know the elevator game where you press the buttons and when you get to the last set of buttons, you're like shifting a reality and you're stepping into a different
Yeah.
reality or you know what I'm talking about. There's a game like that that you play in your home and you open a door to like a random door in your house and you're essentially stepping into like the safe area and when you step out, you're in a different place.
Hmm.
That does not sound fun to me. My adrenaline is like, nah,
I'm just staying in
because
safe space.
you can get locked on that side. It's the same thing with the elevator game.
Hmm.
Why would you want to play that on the off chance that you don't return?
To summarize for these games, do not do them.
No.
Ever.
And even if you do, it could go right the first time. Doesn't mean it's gonna go right any other time you do it. Doesn't even mean it's gonna go right the first time. You can watch videos on people that play this, and no.
It's not worth it. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your sanity. These games are very dangerous, whether
They
real
were
or
used as
not.
punishments.
But whether it's real or not, go into it with the thought of, if it's real, this can seriously harm me. I don't want to find out.
Yeah. I mean, the pagan version of it that was used back in the day, it was used as a punishment, and you were going to be hunted and killed.
because
That's
you
why they did that.
because you disobeyed the gods.
Yeah.
Why would you want to put yourself in that kind of position?
I don't. I don't.
Not you.
It doesn't
Not
sound
you in
fun.
particular. Anyone
I
that wants
know.
to try
It
this
doesn't
game.
sound fun to me. I'm cool with my little, like, weird things that happen in my house. I don't need anything. Nope.
Why don't you guys come over by Discord? Over at Discord, we talk about all things spooky. In the Discord with you guys, we have community events that go on. We sit down, we do meditation sessions, past life regressions, and everything else like that. We also like to share spooky stories with each other. We have a cool tier system where you can become a poltergeist, mimic, spirit, stuff like that, and is a great way. If you have any ideas that you want us to talk about, you can reach out to us.
Yeah, and we have all of our socials available. You can check via our link tree, where you'll find our Instagram, uh, Patreon account, TikTok account. We have a Twitter. Um, a lot of our behind the scenes stuff is posted there. Some of our exclusive content. We have little fun games that we play. Our Patreon holds a lot of our behind the scenes stuff. Some of our exclusive investigations. I write spooky stories on there that'll keep you up at night. Grim loves those.
Fuck you. Yeah, Patreon is where you can get behind the scenes stuff. And over on Twitch, you can watch us play some spooky games. Which right now, every Thursday night, I am in the middle playing Afterfall Insanity, which the story is finally starting to make sense to me. I'm
Yeah.
starting to get into the point. It's a really good action packed game. It's got, at first, confusing story, but now it's starting to actually develop and become a really good game. And Ray is playing No Idea yet on Tuesdays.
Oh, I actually know. I am going to be starting Tuesday a game that I love a lot that I'm going to be playing solo. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be extended. We're gonna be playing this for a hot minute because there's so much shit to unpack in this game, and I'm so excited, especially with the full release of it. I'm going to be getting back into 7 days, but I'm gonna be running it solo.
Ooh,
It's
seven
gonna be
days
fun.
solo. So you
Yeah.
guys can watch it over on twitch.tv / beyond underscore the shadows. So check us out over there. And then what else do we have, Ray?
Aside from our really dope socials, we have our merch store.
Our merch store. Oh, how
Mm-hmm.
could I forget about the merch store? We have
Yeah.
through Streamlabs for the time being. We're selling some merch on there to kind of just let you guys have a little bit of merch from us. But in the near future, probably starting out the next year, we will be doing merch handmade by the one and only Ray Renee, which the quality is absolutely amazing. There's secret merch that you guys can only get when you do a live investigate, not live, but in-person investigation with us at a haunted location. So if we're in your vicinity, in your neck of the woods, and there's a haunted location that we're at, reach out to us, let us know. We will let you guys know either in Discord, Twitter, Instagram, what haunted locations we're getting ready to go to. If you want to join us on the investigation, you're more than welcome to join, and you'll get a cool piece of merch for free for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
last
which is
ones
really
that we
exciting.
got was Chef's Kiss, fucking amazing. It says "Boo bitch, I'm a ghost" on the front, and on the back is the new logo that I personally had someone that I know and trusted a lot to make the art, and she fucking killed it. Shout out to you, Kendra. You're amazing.
It looks amazing. I actually just found mine. It's in it's in here. I just don't have enough time to pull it out, so it's in here. Um, and then lastly, hi. I'm a small business owner. I do have my own store. I make my own crafts. You could check me out at www.occultwonder.com. I make occult goodies, bookish treasures. I make some witchy stuff for beginner witches into intermediate witchcraft. I actually have some stuff in the works. So if you go to my website, I have a coming soon tab on my main page to show you what I'm working on. I do enjoy it. I love it. I love crafting. I love people getting excited about the things that I make. So definitely check that out. It's my baby.
All right, back to the episode, you guys. But yeah, like I said, knowledge is so much. There's so much power in having knowledge over things like this. The next game does not sound fun or entertaining in the slightest bit either.
I have actually read stories on people that have played this game, and when you do it correctly, so you can do this. Still don't recommend it, but if you do, at least do it correctly. Because I have read stories of people who do it correctly and they get really awesome outcomes. But if you do it incorrectly, not awesome outcomes.
So the next game that we are going to talk about is the Three Kings.
These are also called the most dangerous games to play. Just an
Uh,
FYI.
so I'm gonna read this little ditty that they have at the top. There exists in the world a number of games which you really shouldn't play. You probably already know about one of the most famous ones, BM.
Hmm. Yep.
But here in the most dangerous games, I'll be chronically, I'll be no idea what that word is.
Categorizing. Just say categorizing.
Categorizing as many of these kind of games as I can find, like for example, the Three Kings, which comes to us from a redditor with an interesting past. Three Kings is at its core a meditation ritual more than anything else, or at least that's how it seems to me. Exactly depend what it is might depend on your own perspective. It could be different for things for different people. Meditation practice, conduit to the unknown, invitation to the supernatural. It's perhaps whatever you need it to be. Originally posted into No Sleep in 2012, this ritual is the one that led to the creation of the creation
Or
of
slash.
the Reddit Three Kings subreddit. just so you know, in case you didn't know that's where it came from. Wow, this person did not know how to type. Brave.
Okay. I know a lot about this one. Okay. So, players. You have the principal, which is the person who is playing the game, and you have a partner. You have to have a partner because they are the person that's going to pull you out. They are your lifeline in this game. Both principal and partner should both be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable. Do not attempt if either of you are having serious issues in your life. Do not attempt if either of you have consumed drugs or alcohol within the last 3 to 5 days.
Mhm. This is a no drinking game.
Yeah. No, you have to be very sound of mind because it's messes with you. It's trying to mess with you the entire time you're playing this. Okay. Requirements. One large, quiet, empty room, a basement or a cellar is ideal. A pack of candles, a lighter, a bucket of water, a mug or a cup, an electric fan, two large mirrors, three chairs, an alarm clock, fully charged mobile phones for both principal and partner, a place to sleep, your bedroom is ideal if playing inside of your own home, a small object of sentimental value.
The instructions. The prelude. Begin at 11 p.m. Do not begin if your partner is not present and or has not been briefed on his or her role. Your partner should remain in your home for the entire duration of the game. If your designated room has windows, cover or block them as completely as possible prior to beginning. Place one chair facing north in the center of in the center of your designated dark room. This chair will be your throne. Place the other two chairs on either side of your throne facing it at an arm's length away. These will be your queen's chairs and your fool's chairs. Place one of your two mirrors on the queen's chair and the other on the fool's. The mirrors should be perpendicular to the chair's seats, facing both each other and you. You should be able to see your own reflection in each mirror from your peripheral vision and seated in your throne. You should not have to turn your head or move your eyes to do so. Place the bucket of water and the mug in front of you just out of reach. Place the fan behind your throne, set it to medium or low, never high, and turn it on. Make sure it is stationary and not oscillating. Leave the room but keep the door open. Go to your chosen sleeping spot. Set the candles, lighter, and alarm clock and cell phone next to your bed. Make sure your phone is charging and set your alarm for 3:30 a.m. Turn the lights off and hold your object of sentimental value, your power object. Climb into bed and sleep. That
Okay.
just sounds like it's going to be horrifying because you have two mirrors facing each other to begin.
It's very specific too. The steps are very specific. You have to follow them. All right, the main event. Wake up at 3:30 a.m. when your alarm clock goes off. Turn off the alarm, but do not turn on the light. Keep a hold of your power object. Pick up your mobile phone, light one candle, and return to the dark room. You must be seated in your throne by 3:33 a.m. Do not proceed if any of the following occur. Your cell phone did not charge. Your alarm did not go off precisely at 3:30. You approach the dark room and find the door closed. You approach the dark room and find the fan turned off. You are not seated in your throne by 3:33. Should any of these incidents ensue, take your partner and any other occupants and leave your home. Do not return until after 6 a.m. If you do not encounter any red flags, proceed. Take your throne, do not look directly in either of the mirrors, and do not let the candle go out. Use your body to protect the candle from the fan. Keep your eyes focused on the darkness in front of you. Again, do not look at the mirrors and do not look at the candle. It already gives me anxiety because my first thought would be to look at the fucking candle. Like, if I have to look anywhere, look at the candle.
Yeah.
Again, do not look at the mirrors and do not look at the candle. Should you have any questions you wish to ask, you may ask them now. You may or may not receive a response. If you do, your response will come from the direction of one of the mirrors. Do not turn to look at the mirror. My eyes would not work for this game.
No, because as soon as
I
I
would
hear
want to
something,
immediately look.
as
Yeah,
soon as I hear something or see something in my peripheral moving, I go and look every time.
exactly. Oh, I could not do this. Okay. Do not look at the mirrors. Any answers received shall be taken with the proverbial grain of salt. One of the mirrors is the queen and one is the fool, but it may not be clear which is which. Also note that to whatever may settle in the mirrors, you yourself are either the queen or the fool. Remain in your throne until 4:34 a.m.
Yeah, with that whole don't look. If I hear something, I'm looking. It doesn't matter.
I would I would have to find a spot in the darkness and just dissociate.
And just focus
That
on
is
the
the
one
only
spot.
way I could do that. Is I'm zoned the
Or
fuck
I'm just
out.
going in and not asking any questions.
Yeah, no, if I zone out, I'm not asking anything. I am really staring at this one spot. There's no way.
So the ending. At 4:34 a.m., your partner should call out your name to end the game. Should this fail, your partner should call your cell phone. Should this fail, your partner should enter the room and without touching you, use the bucket of water and mug. So basically, douse you with fucking water.
Yeah. They have to pull you out. That's why you have the second person is their entire job is to pull you out.
Concerning failsafes. If your body is suddenly moved, the fan will blow out the candle, ending the game. Should you become lost or disoriented, your power object will guide your way back. Do not ignore any of the previously noted red flags prior to seating yourself in your throne. Do not attempt to stay in your home should these red flags appear. Do not attempt to if you do not correctly and totally trust your partner.
I don't like that it
Uh,
says good luck at the end. Don't play this.
do not. Do not.
They
These
might be cool in theory, but I have read stories of people who have played this and people who have listened and done the game correctly, and I've read stories of people who have looked in the mirror.
and that would be my problem too. You and me both cut from the same thread. If we hear something from the side of us, we're looking that direction.
My brain wants to look, yeah,
Yeah.
that I can't. Like, I'll be sitting in my office and I'll hear something and I'll immediately turn and look in that direction. Like, there is physically no way.
Like Ray, when we were in person and you and me are just having a conversation, I just see someone walking past just out of my peripheral view. Do I not just go, huh?
Oh, I'm looking too, bitch. Like, I'm just like, oh shit. Why are you looking that way? Why are you looking over here? Why are you looking over here?
But
Yeah, no.
it's just who I it's something I cannot turn off in my brain because if I see it, I have to be able to fully see it, or I'm gonna like really screw myself up. Did I actually see something?
Yeah, no. I've read people that have looked in the mirror and the mirror has showed them horrific things. And I'm good. I don't need to play it. I don't need to know. I don't need questions answered. I'm fine.
Yeah, these games are definitely not for uh anyone that lives. Should never have been played before in the when paganisms started, when
Yeah.
they started worshiping the gods. It should never have been played, not once,
Yeah, because the
because
whole theory behind this one, or the whole idea, like why people play this one, is it's essentially like okay, you know how genies will give you you ask for three things
mhm.
and they'll give it to you. So this is you ask questions and they'll give you the truth. Or they'll predict your
One
future.
one
They'll
truth, one lie, because you don't.
Yeah, because you don't know who's telling you that, you don't know who's telling you what and if it's helpful. People have gotten insightful answers playing this, but people have also gotten really, really dark shit. And I'm cool living in ignorance.
Yep.
I would rather not
Some of these
have questions
spiritual
answered, so
games,
potentially nothing happens.
some of these spiritual games, you can just play on your gaming system, whether you got a PC, like the Midnight game. It's an actual game on the computer. It's on Steam. I've watched people play it as a video game. You want to try it, play it like that, because don't do it in your own home.
Well, the way that I look at it is we're paranormal investigators. We already deal with stuff and do stuff and put ourselves in situations that's enough for me
Yeah,
to not want to just add another element to that could potentially go worse.
yeah,
I'm already testing fate when we go investigate. I also don't want to just unleash something in my home
yeah.
in a
Why?
situation for science like that.
And the whole if you guys say YOLO about that, you only live once, yeah, and that could be your once lit what one life. Don't throw it away just because of a stupid game.
Just become a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, just if you want to encounter the
Go to an
paranormal,
already haunted location.
yeah,
Just deal
don't
with
bring
that.
it to your house. My biggest pet peeve. I don't play with Ouija boards, and if someone brings out a Ouija board, I'm leaving if
Oh
I'm
yeah.
there, because that's 100% you don't know what you're selling. And it could go the same for like pendulums and stuff like that, because you don't know
Oh
who you're
yeah,
talking to.
tricksters are huge when it comes to divination. Trickster spirits are always trying to come through.
Because you can't see them in the naked eye. You can't see who's on the other side talking to you through your pendulum, your spirit talk, or your or spirit box, or anything like that. You cannot see them, so you cannot know for a fact that's who you're talking to. You have tricksters, you have demons that like to toy with you and try to get you to let them in. So just
True.
don't play these games.
You can have regular old house spirits that get excited when you bring tarot cards out and decide to yeet cards to make you think they're important. You might just have trolls that live in your house.
But yeah, it's just these things are very dangerous. And when they say ignorance is bliss, it does not come to this here, because there's nothing blissful about it. You're putting yourself at harm's way to do something that you think would be fun.
Yeah. And the way I look at it is if you want that little bit of adrenaline, go to a haunted location.
Now, I got a good one for you guys to go check out if you want to experience something. Go to Whispers by yourself.
Whispers Estate in Indiana, really dope place. I've been there a few times now. Oh, that's a good place. That's a good place to get potentially the shit scared out of you. Or have somebody aggressively whisper in your ear if you want to experience somebody whispering close by. Great
We
place.
When we were there in April, one of our mods and really really close friends for both myself and Ray sat down in a bed and instantly had a sigh right behind her.
It was
We'll
loud
play the
too.
clip for you guys so you guys can hear it, and you guys can see that both me and Ray are not sighing or talking, because me and Ray are the only two mic'd up.
And I think I was in the middle of having a conversation with you.
Yeah, you and me were talking about turning the
Cause
lights out to
you should.
do.
I think you hear me talking.
Yeah. So, I'll play that clip for you guys, and
So this is gonna be an extra.
we're just gonna turn the lights off.
Oh, we got.
that it's there's you interaction with something paranormal. You got all you have to do is look up paranormal places in your state if you're living in the United States or wherever you're living. Look up paranormal places near you. I guarantee you there's at least one in every city, town, village. There's a whole village that's haunted.
So yeah, we have a couple whole cities up here.
Next October, not this year, 2025 October, you guys are going to see me on Patreon doing a paranormal investigation in a haunted village that's been abandoned for centuries.
I'm not going because I'm a chicken. I'll do a lot of things. That's not one of them.
So that that's the best way to get paranormal uh, interactions is go out and do it. Get some gear, go out, bring some friends with you if you want, and have fun.
Yeah, and if you want to experience having to have all of this material with you and carrying all of this stuff, paranormal investigation. You're gonna have to carry all this shit with you. Experience it that way.
So, with all that being said, you guys stay safe. Don't play these games. Don't be stupid.
As someone who has done things like this and played dumb games, please don't.
Do we want to get into that, Ray?
We can
About
get into several of them.
about the
I have a
one
lot.
that you had something thrown at you after doing.
Hi. I was raised pagan. My aunt and my mom were practicing pagans. Thought it was a great idea to try a seance with no knowledge on how to do a seance. Unleashed some shit in the house. Had a box thrown at my face. It was great. It was a great time. Was not the first time, and was not the last time. Done a
The house is
few of them.
still haunted, right?
Yeah. 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 No bueno.
Inviting spirits into your own home or into a home, whether you live there or someone you care deeply about. Inviting a spirit that you don't know what it is, who it is, you done fucked up.
Oh, we end up getting a picture from that house because me and my middle sister were young, like under 12, and we got a picture of her standing next to me in front of the fireplace, and there was like a 7 foot tall shadow person looming over her in the picture, and I wish I had that camera because it was unmistakable. No bueno. Don't do things unless you've done a lot of research or you know someone who's very experienced in it. I've learned a lot and I could do them now correctly. Will I? No, because I have a lot of experience that's not great. So, I'm cool, thank you.
So, what we do is we're going to stick with our divination, right? With tarot cards,
Pendulum,
moons,
bone throwing,
pendulum,
runes.
bones. I'm just going to stick with meditations for now until I get more knowledge about these things. I'm learning with you guys. Ray's learning about other things along with you guys as well. Some of these things Ray doesn't know a lot about too.
Hmm. I
So
know a lot, but not enough.
there's just so much to learn, and that's what we're here to do. So as always, we'll see you guys next week. See you guys Tuesday for 7 Days to Die with Ray, and
Yeah.
Thursday with After Fall Insanity with yours truly.
Definitely check us out on Twitch where we play scaly games and sometimes you'll get to hear a grim scream. It's great.
Sometimes I'm just cold faced.
Same. I'm definitely not animated whatsoever.
Ray's very animated.
No, I'm not. Okay, bye!
Peace.